Fossil fuel companies aren't creating and spreading disinformation themselves. They are buying it from public relations firms. I'm going to start by directing my questions to Ms. Arena. What makes these practices different from the standard work PR firms perform for clients?
Hiring fake protesters is unethical in multiple ways. First, they're fake protesters, right? There's the simulation of community support or opposition that isn't really necessarily real. Secondly, it is not disclosed who is paying for and funding those paid protesters. And thirdly, those paid protesters that I wrote about were actually engaging in what I believe were harassment behaviors.
I was harassed starting the first week of signature gathering when men carrying signs targeted me, yelling at potential signers and standing between the individual and myself. Many folks reported being intimidated and scared.
These appear as local efforts to speak out on energy issues. Rather, they are groups funded by oil and gas companies, manufactured and run by PR firms to provide the illusion of support for the fossil fuel industry. These strategies are not publicized, they are not transparent, and they are not regulated.
And we're here today because of opaque business practices, both on the part of billion-dollar oil companies and the PR firms they deploy to do their dirty work.
What would you say are the consequences of an ad like this?
60% of oil super major messaging contains a green claim. Well, less than 12% of their capital expenditures are actually invested in those green activities. And at the same time, the lobbying activity of these companies is diametrically opposed to the public positions they're taking. So what that does is it creates a mass level of confusion around what it is that these companies are really doing. And that is what we object to. We do not object to the fact that these companies are communicating. We are objecting to how they are communicating and the strategies and tactics that they're using.
But for all that we have seen here today, I know there is more, and it's worse. We are just getting started.